All right. Happy Friday, everyone.
Yay, it's Friday.
15 minutes after 5:30. It is okay. We tried our best. Not really. We could have done much better to be on time today, but we're here.
This week felt short for me. What about you?
No, it did not feel short for me. Sorry. None of the weeks where we're working from home feel short for me. I wish it did, but it doesn't. It is what it is, you know. But yeah, I mean, I'm grateful to be healthy.
Yes, for sure. So what are we going to talk about today?
Yeah, so today we're going to talk about Fun Facts Friday, right? Well, today is Fun Facts Friday, and so our topic is the garment industry, which, I mean, it's important to know. As a reseller, we need to learn about it. How's it going? 2434 Collectibles. Happy Friday to you. Are you going to be going to downtown and displaying your items over the weekend? Hello, Michelle, Courageously Thriving. Happy Friday to you. What are you up to? By the way, 2434 Collectibles, would you mind giving us your name one more time? Just want to make sure that we remember your name so that we could call you by your names during the chat. How's it going, Eco Exchange? Happy Friday to you. Hope you guys had a nice week. Hi, Cynthia, Lady Hustle 19. Happy Friday to you.
Yay, it's Friday.
It's finally Friday. Fernando from Rancho. Got it. Thank you, Fernando. Yes, you are. We live close to each other. That's awesome. Yeah, really excited. The air quality is starting to get a little bit better. Although when we woke up today, the house smelled like smoke.
Yeah.
And I've been having some major allergy from that. So.
I think that fire is only 9% contained, but you know, it's clearing up.
Yeah,
slowly.
Well, there's a fire near our home that is about 20,000 acres, and I think that one's like 50% contained.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So yeah, just relax with the family. Oh my God, I'm so happy to hear that. Yes, relax. It's the weekend. Chill.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Fernando says, softball started with my daughter, so no selling on weekends for a while.
Oh, got it. Oh, how exciting. Softball.
Family time is important.
That's so cool you're doing softball with your daughter. When I was a child, I used to want to do sports, but my dad wasn't really into girls doing sports. So my brother got to play baseball, and I was in the Girl Scouts. Equation says, hope you have a good purifier. Thank you. Thankfully, because we get a lot of fires, we have a couple of good purifiers. Thank you so much. Yeah. And Cynthia says, hey friends, I'm doing great. So sorry for the smoke. Oh, you're so sweet. And then 2434 says, this is the 13th season being her coach, and you're her coach. That is so stinking awesome. That is really, really fantastic.
So, we want to have this Fun Fact Friday to learn more about the garment industry and how it's actually impacting the environment and what's going on as a whole.
Well, so, I mean, like, we're resellers, so, I mean, you know, we've had some really nice flips with garments. Like,
yeah.
We had, one of my favorite flips was a Polo Ralph Lauren vest that we paid $3 at a garage sale. We sold it for $200. So some of our best flips are garments. And it's crazy how many garments are being made every single day. How's it going, Glow Girl Glow, Nikki? Happy Friday to you, Nikki. All right, so did you want to get started?
Yes. So we found out that more than 80 billion articles of clothing are produced and sold around the world.
So we got the information from planetaid.org, which is a nonprofit that, educates on those kinds of things. I mean, 80 billion sounds like a lot, but it's like, don't we have 8 billion people on the planet? So don't we need a lot of clothes?
80 is quite a lot. 80 billion.
I mean, yeah. So like, to put it into perspective a little bit, how's it going, Fab Life Fashions? Happy Friday to you. So to put into perspective a little bit, for one cotton shirt, and I know many of us resellers, we've heard this one before, but it takes 700 gallons of water to make a cotton shirt.
I did not know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, so to put those numbers into perspective, the amount of water needed to make a shirt is enough for one person to stay hydrated for 900 days. That's like more than 2.5 years. Yes, that's more than 2.5 years. That's a lot of stinking water.
2.5 years of worth of water.
That's a lot of stinking water.
Make one cotton shirt. That's crazy.
No, but what's crazy about it is that there's many people in different parts of the world that don't have any water.
Yeah.
They don't. I had this student. I have to share. I have this student. Hello, Olivia Chauvin. Thanks for joining us. I had this student who was from Cuba. So those of you who don't know, my secular job is I'm a teacher. I teach at a community college in the area. And I teach English as a second language, so I get students from all over the world. Well, this was like one of the first times I got close to a student from Cuba. So she would tell the class stories about her, what it was like in her, where she's from, her country. And she told me in her country, they would limit water use to turning on the water for 1 hour once a week. That's it. So I said, oh my gosh, 1 hour once a week. So how did you take a shower? What did you do? And so she said, well, during the 1 hour once a week, think of what you would do. Probably you're guessing what she did and her family did. They would just get buckets and collect the water for an hour so that they had enough water to last them during the week. And she said that in her entire life, she had never taken a real shower until she came to the United States.
So we got some comments from Cynthia, Lady Hustle. She says, I just found out about that information is crazy. And she also mentioned that the kids in Africa is sad. Some countries don't have water. In my country, you have to wait a week for water.
Oh, that's kind of like what I was saying about my student.
Yeah.
And then I know Lady Hustle's from Ecuador, if I'm not mistaken. So that's in many countries. That's not just in one country. So
yeah.
Obsessed Nails LV, happy Friday to you. Thanks for joining. So that's for a shirt, right? So the amount of water needed to make a pair of jeans is equivalent to hosing your own lawn for 9 hours straight. Which we would never do, right? Like in California, you would never do that. Mm-hmm. It would be frowned upon. When we were living in a city in LA, they actually had restrictions. Like you were not allowed to water your lawn every day. Mm-hmm. It was like that. But we're allowed to buy, fast fashion. That's okay. Like how does that make any sense?
Yeah.
I mean, just things to think
about.
So
a correction for Lady Hustle 19. She's actually from Honduras.
I am so stinking sorry, Lady Hustle 19. Honduras, thank you so, so much. Thank you. That's like a big mistake. I'm really sorry. All right. So hello, Tezzy K. Thanks for joining us this evening. And hi, Kathy is Posh. Happy Friday to you. Okay, Michelle's going to go to the next one.
So, we talk about 700 gallons of water to make a cotton shirt. Sometimes they also use polyester to make a, clothing. And it makes us think, how do you make polyester? So polyester is made out of long chain polymers using a chemical reaction involving coal, petroleum, air, and water, which is really crazy. And so I didn't realize polyester takes all the natural resources to make, just the material for clothes.
Yeah, that's the thing is a lot of items are polyester, and I've always wondered, in my head, I just think okay, that's like a fabric, but I did not know until this live that it's made out of petroleum, air, and water. I had no idea.
And coal. Yeah, it's a chemical reaction.
And coal. So, I mean, that is okay, just driving an eco-friendly car is not enough because it's being used for clothes.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's got to be another way. And some companies are getting there with that.
Yeah, I think a lot of companies are trying to be more sustainable. Patagonia is huge. Everything's recycled from Patagonia and environmental friendly. So hopefully more companies will start doing that.
Yeah, and Rothy's, ROTHY''S, those are really popular shoes. If you ever run into those, make sure you snag them. They have a high resale value and they're recycled, 100% recycled, and they're super stinking cute.
So, your turn.
Yeah. So did you know that the average American throws out about 82 pounds of textile waste per year? That's per person, right? So what does that mean? Well, that's 11 million tons of waste that's produced every year. just by the United States alone. So these fabrics are usually likely to end up in landfills. Then they're going to pile up there and produce toxic greenhouse gases that are emitted into the atmosphere. This is actually, it's relevant, right? If we care about our environment and where the future of our planet is going, and with weather and like all the fires we're having and like the hurricanes, this is actually directly relevant, right?
Yeah.
So okay, get this. So throwing out textiles is actually the leading cause. Well, one of the leading causes of global warming. These gases that are produced are extremely dangerous for the environment and also just for our own health.
I didn't know about that. I mean, I thought they just would fill the land and that's it. I didn't know there's so many other effects that this could happen. This could cause.
There's a couple of nice comments here. So, hi Tezzy, happy Friday to you. Nikki Glow Girl Glow, who's from Georgia, said that they had a restriction here a while ago and she's not sure if it's still going on or not. That's good, right? Because we need to preserve water. We're trying to do like as much natural plants in our garden that doesn't need a lot of water as possible in our yard. Michelle said that is just crazy. Exactly why I love to thrift and repurpose. 100% Michelle. Tezzy K, she says, hi, it's Tezra from YouTube. Hi, Tezra from Hawaii. We were just chatting with you on YouTube. Thanks for joining our live. You made it. And so Cynthia says, yes, she is familiar with Rothy's, but also there's another brand called Everlane. Awesome. Michelle said, yes, I love Rothy's. I have a pair of jeans from Target that they used recycled water bottles to make also. What brand is that, Michelle, if you don't mind sharing with us?
Massimo.
Oh, they're actually Massimo, but they don't sell them anymore. Aww.
Oh, wow. I know it takes more effort to make recycled clothes, but it's better for the environment.
Hopefully. That's what we're definitely hoping. That's what we want to believe.
Yeah.
So we hope it's true.
This is crazy. Clothes can take up to 40 years to decompose. This is super crazy. And the ones with a lot of fabrics are made up with dyes and chemicals that could contaminate the soil and water in the ground also. I have no clue. 40 years. That's insane. So another reason why we need to repurpose our clothing item.
Yeah, that's a long time for a garment to take to decompose. Like that's just a ridiculously long time. Yeah. So in our lifetime, none of the clothes we wear will fully decompose, right? So Tezzy said, aloha. Yes, aloha.
Aloha.
So glad to see you folks. It's fantastic having you. She said, learning so much from you. Thank you so much. We appreciate the feedback. Yeah, and honestly, everyone who comes during the lives, we like exactly like what just happened now with the other resellers. We're learning so much from you as well. So we super appreciate when you guys take the time to hang out with us. So on that same vein, shoes. Let's talk about shoes. So shoes can take up to 1,000 years to break down. That just like super broke my heart when I heard that. That's just so stinking crazy.
1,000 years.
There's a reason for that. So the material that shoes are commonly made with are ethylene vinyl. The midsoles of shoes can take a really long time to break down. So a great tip would be with shoes, instead of adding, extra waste to the landfills, it would be fantastic to repurpose shoes, sell the shoes on Mercari, offer up, or donate them to a thrift store, or even to like shelters, homeless shelters and whatnot. So I'm still really sad just thinking about that.
I think I'm going to start buying more environmental friendly shoes from now on. Because once you wear them and it's worn out, what do you do with it, right?
Exactly. They're going to have to be recycled. So if you could figure that one out, Michelle, that will be fantastic. Please do it.
Well, this is something on a positive note. 95% of textiles can be recycled. So in 2013, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency estimated 2.3 million tons of textile were recycled, which is the same as taking 1.2 million cars off the road. That is fantastic. So always donate your items. Don't throw them in the trash, and make sure they're being reused and recycled.
And this is, we're just gonna put in a plug, and we would have put all of your pictures on there, but for lack of time, we just found one of our pictures. But this is a reseller plug that we're gonna put in, which is based off of what Michelle said, that 95% of textiles can be recycled. Please, please, please donate any clothes and especially shoes that you don't want anymore to your reseller friends. It's going to help you save the environment, and your reseller friends will ensure that they get those items into the hands of others who are looking for them.
So it's a win-win situation. You're helping the environment, you're helping the buyer, and you're helping yourself because you are making money as well.
Yeah, exactly. And also on a reseller note, let's tell everyone what we do.
Yeah.
Let's inform everyone what we do, because even if we're buying secondhand clothing or getting clothing from stores that don't need their clothes anymore because they went to a new season, we are helping the environment. So a couple of comments here. Cynthia says she agrees with Tezzy. She says, yes, I love your information. You're so kind, Cynthia. We appreciate that. And so hello, happy Friday to Leslie, our reseller's passion, style iconic. And courageously thriving says she loves our picture. Thank you, Michelle. And hello, Dennis. I know who you are. You're Denise. Hi, Denise. Happy Friday. How is everybody?
All right, your turn.
Sure, I'll go again. So textiles can be repurposed into a number of things. So this is another really cool thing that I've seen a lot of our reseller friends do, right? So aside from just, you might think like, well, who's going to wear, like Michelle was saying earlier, what do you do with shoes or clothes or whatever that are ripped or stained? Well, you would be surprised. We have a lot of really creative reseller friends that have turned those items into masks. As you see in the picture, they've turned them into mask holders. Some of our reseller friends, in fact, I think I've seen Leslie do this. She paints like beautiful art on the items. You can easily cover up a stain with that. You can distress things. It's like the fashion to wear items with holes on them. So the sky is really the limit if you are a creative person.
Yeah.
Michelle and I are not like the craftiest people in the world, but if we know someone who is, we can donate our items to them, right?
Yeah. A couple of other interesting things, how it can be repurposed. Sometimes they actually use the textile for sports field, pillow stuffing, paper money, also carpet padding, baseball filling, or jewelry box lining. So, these are really, really creative ways to recycle and repurpose.
Yeah, you really just don't know how a recycler is going to repurpose these items. So, please tell your friends, spread the word. Do not take things to the landfill. And even just taking things to like a donation center, like a thrift store or whatever, honestly, I would make that a second choice. Again, if you have friends that resell, or if you resell, attempt to sell the item. You don't know what's going to sell. Give these items a chance, before you do that.
Yeah.
So Leslie says, happy Friday, ladies. It's finally here. Yes. And so let's go on to the next one here. So another interesting thing. Oh, this one's Michelle's. Go for it.
Oh, another interesting thing is clothes are actually sold overseas. So sometimes there are organizations like the one where we get the information, planet8.org. They actually take a lot of clothes and sell them overseas because a lot of underdeveloped countries are needing of these clothes as well.
100%, yeah. Or if we could find organizations that dedicate themselves, nonprofit organizations that dedicate themselves to doing this, then that's even better.
Yes.
Okay, so the next one here, which is quite shocking, there was a recent report on the news. I actually discovered this yesterday, that talked about garment workers in Los Angeles. Like, we live near Los Angeles, so this really hits home to us. But we discovered that garment workers there make less than 3 cents per garment. And these workers, they're earning, from $250 to $300 a week, working 60 to 70 hours an hour with no breaks. 0 breaks for lunch, 0 breaks to do anything. It's really unfortunate. And recently there was, I think somebody in government who tried to make this change, like a law that requires they at least get, a minimum wage. I believe the minimum wage in Los Angeles is $15 an hour now, but they're earning well below half of the minimum wage by doing this. And you know what kind of things do we make in the United States? We make everything here. Yeah, everything is not sent overseas. I've had students who work at Louis Vuitton making purses. I've had students who disappeared from my classes because when the pandemic hit, they had to make masks, right? And so these things are, it's exploitation, I think, at the very least, right? So that's happening right now, and there's a lot of attention to it. Also, something interesting, one of the largest super spreader places happened to be at a garment place in Los Angeles. I think it was from Los Angeles Apparel Company. Now, this company did pay their employees $15 an hour. However, the conditions there were not good. People, though the company claimed to have, good conditions, the employees said there's no, no circulating air in the room. And
so a lot of people got COVID.
So this was a huge super spreader event where, hundreds of people got COVID, and I think it was like 4 employees died there. So,
oh my God.
So this is still happening. We do have to make a change on this because there's a lot of exploitation going on in the U.S. So Fab Life Fashion says they work in sweatshops that need to be shut down. 100% yes. Yeah. So really fast though, the reason the law wasn't passed to give them minimum wage was because, those who said no to the law said that we need the industries. Like, it's going to take away millions of dollars. But again, who's benefiting from the millions of dollars, right? On those conditions. All right. So we do have a comment here from, let's see here. We have a couple comments. So a couple people are like surprised by this. And then Cynthia says, I think we should support small businesses in the country. It'll help the economy. And I love supporting the companies in here. Yeah, we should definitely 100% support each other. And Tezzy says, and the clothing is sold for, so much like, Louis Vuitton.
3 cents a garment, and they're selling hundreds and thousands of dollars for the clothing. It's very, very sad.
Yeah, and this isn't like, obviously, this isn't to like make us feel bad or anything, but it's definitely to bring awareness because, we don't hear about it much. And like, maybe it can help us think of buying secondhand, or even just, like we mentioned earlier, forcing us to do it even more, to make that a part of our business and contribute right to the planet.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
On a good note, 70% of the world wears secondhand clothing. So we as resellers are also making a movement. We may not know, but we reseller as a community, we're making a movement. We are pushing secondhand products on all these other platforms. We're encouraging people to buy secondhand clothing. We make them look good by taking good photos. We price them, very reasonably. So we are also contributing to this industry, and hopefully, we all donate our clothes if needed. People donate their clothes and not throw them away and ruin the planet.
Happy Friday, M Gold Girl. How are you today? What's your name? Where are you joining us from? So we do have our meme of the day, and in the cover you see Barbie. Barbie says, "You know what rhymes with Friday? Alcohol." It's funny. Michelle and I don't even drink. We drink on very rare occasion, and it's usually a sip or two. But, there were days when Friday and Saturday and Sunday all rhymed with alcohol.
All in all, it's, sit back, relax, enjoy the weekend, reward yourself for working hard this weekday, and then, self-care.
Yeah, 100%. So we've been in our homes just working from home. Both of us work from home. We're very fortunate to be able to do that. But we're going to take the opportunity after our live to head over to Los Angeles and get some takeout from a vegan restaurant. That's going to be our outing. We're going to bring our dogs. So we definitely hope you guys can, enjoy yourselves. Take a little, like Michelle said, take a little break relax, celebrate. It's Friday. 2434 says he's got his brewski going. Right on.
Cheers, Fernando.
Yes. M Gold Girl says LMAO. I'm Mia from Cali. Hi, Mia from Cali. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being a part of our live today. You made our Friday and our week by being here and like keeping us entertained as well. And we do have another comment here from Leslie. Leslie said, I place free ads on Facebook Marketplace to recycle clothes I no longer want. Many of the people who respond work in organizations that help people in need. Thank you so much for providing that information, Leslie. Please, yeah, that's great advice. Yeah, so that's a good idea. So when you go through your clothes that have been sitting there for a couple years, we got to do what Leslie recommended. Awesome. Well, thank you guys again. Have a wonderful, wonderful Friday night, and we will see everyone on Monday. Have a beautiful weekend, and stay safe.
Bye.